And 1/3 of a tablespoon. We got about 1.5 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and put the coconut oil in there. The other instance we could use a coconut oil bath like this, real basic, is with puppies. And we'll be doing some here in a minute. Guys, again, now he's fully rinsed. Real simple. We're gonna pour this on him. Know that we could actually be using this for puppies and also for nursing moms. This is one of the least invasive things, positive things, that you can actually do. Now, as far as puppies, you don't want to be bathing puppies unless you absolutely have to. Now, notice I'm rubbing this in on them, right? You got to rub it in. It's not going to get in there by itself. You got to rub it in. There you go. And slowly but surely, you're going to feel like you've been able to put it on, right? Space it out. Now you got to realize these natural remedies do work, like I said earlier, as maintenance for mild and moderate. What potentializes it from the inside is NuVet and NuJoint DS. It's completely natural. It gives them B vitamins, all the vitamins they need, all the minerals they need. It helps them from the inside. 90% of the time, that's where your problem lies. All right, guys, this time around, we're gonna be bathing the puppies. I went ahead and put 2 tablespoons worth in 5 gallons of water. That's just to show you the level of dilution that we want, okay? Now these pups, I'm telling you, if you could do without bathing them, that's even better. I'm doing it because they're starting to get a little sticky. Sticky is not good because it harbors bacteria, fungus, whatever, right? So we have been cleaning them with a sponge, and all it is just a sponge, you know, with water. That most of the water has been, you know, wrung out of it. But now at 4 weeks, I think it's time. I think it's time that we go ahead and give them a bath. I don't think the sponge bath is what needs to be done at this point. And so there's a couple of things we're going to take into account. First thing is the water has to be lukewarm, okay, to warm. Okay, don't overdo it and make it hot and burn the pup. But it can't be cold because they cannot regulate their temperature. So while I'm bathing them, that's not going to be the problem for the pup because the pup's going to be able to be warm from the water. The problem lies when I get them out of here and back into their box. So, we got a box. It's got holes in it, all right, so they can breathe. But I'm trying to keep as much warmth in that box as possible, all right? So I want to start this process and end it in less than 5, no more than 6 minutes, tops. We have a towel here to dry them, and we have a towel inside of the box. So let's get started. Okay, first guy coming up is this boy right here. I call this boy Big Poppy. And it's not Big Puppy, Big Poppy, right? And he got himself dirty. And doesn't matter what you do, man. Puppies, they have a tendency to find a way. But nonetheless, this is all he's pretty much getting, right? Nice and clean underside, paws, everything. Make sure that paws, yeah, paws, everything is nice and clean. Now we're gonna dry really fast and we're gonna jump to the next pup. So, make sure we're drying him well. Get his head out of here. Yeah. All right, buddy. All right, here we go. So that's the first one. Next one, it's a little boy we call Bam Bam. He's the biggest male in this litter. There you go. Don't be afraid to submerge their body in as long as you're holding them well, right? They need that because that's what's going to help them get rid of everything. Now these puppies, they're in a kiddie pool with pine shavings that get taken out daily. But even then, sooner or later, they're just going to get dirty. It's just going to happen. All right? So, here you go, little buddy. I try to keep the water outside of their ears. We don't need ear infections, anything like that. For anything that's going to be face related, we would use one of these little micro sponges. All right. There we go. Next one. Next little guy. This guy's Titan. That's what we named him. And let me see. Is this Titan? No, this is the little. This is the little girl. I'm sorry. This is La Nina. This is La Nina. Okay. I'll show you Titan here in a minute. I got confused because of the non-markings. That's all. And there we go. Make sure we get it nice and clean. But I don't want them in there for too long, right? And I definitely want to hurry up and dry them, even though this towel's giving me a bit of a hard time. There we go. All right, there you go. There you go, little girl. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. We already got 3 down. There are a total of 7. All right. Is this Titan? Yeah, this is Titan. My bad, guys. As much as I want to be on top of them, sometimes I get the names confused, or I just take a quick glance and call them the wrong name. It just happens. Okay. Again, these puppies are not, they don't have any like feces or urine, you know, to the point where there's any clumps or anything like that. You don't ever want to let it to get to that point, because if you do, you're going to be harboring bacteria, yeah, viruses, whatnot. You ready? All right, that's 4. So we're past the halfway point. Let's see. All right, this is my guy Victor. My little guy Victor over here. Cleaning them paws. Make sure they don't drink water while you're doing this, guys. All right. Oh, you almost want her to do that. And again, they're puppies. They don't know better. The water's not even, yeah, he thinks he's going to be drinking milk or something. All right. All right. So, let's get this guy over here. All right. That's 5. We're down to the last 2. And okay. Actually, guys, I think I miscounted somewhere along the ways. We're down to the last one. This is a little Q-Bert. A little Q-Bert, he is the run of the litter. And I purposefully made him last, because now when I put him back up in there, I'm going to make sure that he's the last one on top, on the bottom. So I'm going to make sure he gets the warmth from his brothers and sisters. All right. What's crazy though, we've bathed them. So now we're going to go ahead and just dry them up. Yep. Hope we were able to make it within the 6-minute mark that I had set out for myself. Yep. All right. Little Q-Bert. Yeah. My girl here, you can already tell she's starting to blow out. For those of you that don't know, pregnant dogs, once they give birth, they'll go ahead and blow out their coat. New coat comes in. I can already tell she's wanting to start to go in that direction. So again, 1/3 of a tablespoon, which equals a teaspoon, with 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water. Usually what's okay for puppies is usually okay for mama dogs as far as what you're going to be doing. In her case, one of the reasons I prefer the coconut bath to even say the vinegar bath is the fact that her teats, come here baby, her teats, right, have little scratches and little bites on them and that sort of thing. And so if I was to pour water and vinegar at this point on her, it would hurt her. It would sting. So we don't want to do that. Go ahead and rinse her. Now we took the puppies off of her, but we did a live today. We went outside and took her out so the puppies could feel reassured. And of course, they immediately went to feeding. And we let them feed there for a good 5 or 10 minutes. But then we took them off of her because I want her to recover. I want her, you see these teats in the back, how they're sagging, they're full of milk, especially on the other side. I know you can't see it, but maybe there. They will all shrivel up if you take the puppies off of her. Even if we go live, it's not going to be with her on purpose because we don't want her. You know, she's looking at the appropriate weight, so her recovery is going to be fine. But we don't want to put any more undue stress on her. All right, so here you go. Her nails are a little bit long, and that's because cutting her nails stresses her out. We don't want to stress her around the puppies. We don't want any mistakes or anything to go on. So here we go. It's just a coconut oil bath, right? We're going to rub it in. And I want to rub it in to the breasts. If it does happen that a puppy's able to go and, you know, drink from her breast, it's not going to be the end of the world. Coconut oil is not going to affect them, especially as diluted as we have it. See, she's losing a lot of hair already, right? So she's already starting to blow her coat. These things, don't want her to feel stressed in any way. She's been a great mom for us.
And here you have it, guys. A couple of hours later, puppies are dry, so is mama. They're out and about. If you like the content that we're putting out, that we're showing you how to do coconut oil baths, how to maintain your dogs, how to take care of them, this educational content is for those of you that want to learn. Make sure to click on this next video and playlist so that you can learn more.